He came into the emergency room with a broken arm and a story that made perfect sense. A 43-year-old retired soldier, a man who had already survived war, now sitting quietly in pain. He said he had been drinking with friends just another night. He slipped, fell nearly 10 feet from a slab, and landed on a rock. After that, he couldn't move his right arm. There were no medical conditions, no medications, occasional alcohol, occasional smoking. Nothing unusual, nothing suspicious. The X-ray confirmed it, a fracture of the humerus, the main bone of the upper arm, a straightforward case. He underwent surgery. A metal nail was inserted into the bone to stabilize the fracture. The procedure went well. 1 month later, he returned for follow-up. The X-ray looked good, but his movements were not improving. He was advised on exercises, physiotherapy, gradual weight-bearing. He left the clinic with a smile. Everything seemed perfect. But that wasn't the end of his story. About 5 weeks later, he came back to the emergency unit. This time, it was different. He was weak, severely dehydrated. His heart was racing, 150 beats per minute. He was breathing fast, struggling. He complained of severe back pain, worsening over 2 weeks. His arm pain had returned, worse than before. He thought it was from workouts. He ignored it. But then, it got worse. He started drinking more water, but still felt dehydrated. He assumed it was alcohol. He had been partying for a week. But then, he became dizzy, too weak to walk. Investigations revealed something dangerous. His calcium levels were critically high. He was treated immediately, aggressive fluids, medications to bring it down, but something didn't add up. The medical team looked deeper. A repeat X-ray was done. This time, it showed something very different. The bone wasn't just fractured anymore. It was being destroyed. The doctor paused and went back to him. One simple question. Did you tell us the truth? Silence. Then, he finally opened up. There was no fall from 10 feet, no slab, no rock. He had simply fallen from standing height onto soft ground in a paddy field. That was all it took. He had been known for his strength, his fitness, his image. A simple fall didn't fit that story. So he and his friend created a better one, a believable one, a lie. And that lie changed everything. Because a fracture doesn't happen like that, not from a simple fall onto soft ground. If it does, it means something is already wrong, something hidden, something dangerous. If the truth had been known from the very beginning, the doctors would have questioned it. They would have investigated further. They could have discovered the real cause earlier, and there might have been a chance to treat it, a chance to save him. But now, it was too late. Further investigations showed his liver and kidneys were failing rapidly. An urgent CT scan revealed widespread destruction of bone in his arm, ribs, clavicle, and spine. There were nodules in his lungs. He was admitted to the ICU. Medications were started to support his blood pressure. Fluids were pushed aggressively, but the calcium remained dangerously high. An emergency dialysis was arranged. Still, his body was shutting down. He was fighting, at the edge of death. And then, his heart stopped. His body could no longer hold on. So what was the answer? Why was his calcium so high? The answer was cancer. Disseminated adenocarcinoma of the lung spread to his lungs, liver, and bones. His bones had been slowly eaten away by the cancer and the proteins it released. The fracture was never just an injury. It was the first sign. And the high calcium came from those destroyed bones. A silent disease hiding in plain sight. You might think small details don't matter. That changing a story just a little won't make a difference. But in medicine, even the smallest detail can change everything. Because sometimes what seems small is the only clue to something deadly.
If he had told the truth earlier, it could have been diagnosed sooner. There might have been a chance to save him.
Let your doctors see the truth. Tell them everything, because one lie can cost a life.
Hey, if you enjoyed this, like and subscribe to our channel. It's the most valuable gift I can receive. Thank you.